Welcome, viewers, and Merry Christmas. Welcome to Bring It On. This show has wonderful guests. We have the lovely Layla Z and the Burbans. We have Matt, Mike, and Rick. And, of course, our amazing host, Mr. Stevie D.
Thank you, Lillian. I remember last time the FBI came and took you out of the studio, we had the candidates on. I'm glad you're back. You look great. And by the way, we're airing the show just before Christmas, and it's going to probably air after, but I talked to Lillian, says we have to do a Christmas theme to be polite, and you look great, and I hope you get Lillian's shoes over there. But we have some great guests. I thought Layla Z. Hello, Layla.
Thanks for having me. I'm having a great time.
Yeah, we were having fun, like hanging out, so we don't know what's going to happen today. And we left the door open. And then all these other people came in. I even have high school reunion. I have Mr. Mike Cirillo over there, who is part of the Burbans. I haven't seen Mike in a while, so that was great. Yeah. And we have Rick, who's been on, and Matt, who's been on a few times from the Burbans. And the Burbans work with Layla and the band and back her up. And we're going to see some of the songs you do and some fundraisers and things like that.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. Actually, Layla, we're trying to work with Layla. She's a new artist. We're going to see a really cool video. Yeah. Actually, Layla, I mean, these guys, I know them. How'd you meet up, and what happened with the music there?
It was through Facebook. We stumbled upon each other one way or another. We found each other on Facebook. I think I saw yes, that one. I saw the Power of Song video that they posted on Big Fan Records. Okay. Somewhere through Facebook, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm very impressed by their positivity and just the way they are as people. They're cool, humble guys, so I'm like, I gotta get this going.
And very talented.
Yeah, and very talented. They're songwriters and musicians, and they're the Burbs, so. Yeah,
and they're working with you with some of the music and things like that. We hopefully, you know, when we see the videos you did, hopefully things go great for you and you continue. We're going to talk about some of the shows you're going to do, and we hope we get this show aired before performance you're going to do up at the Chance, and we'll talk about that a little later. We're going to do some show some covers that that you did too, and getting things going too.
Thanks to these guys.
And you know what? And to be politically correct, I love that, and we talked about it. You're a rock chick.
He asked me if that was okay to say.
Yeah, because we're rock and roll. Okay. And she said Rock Babe is also okay.
Rock Babe is good.
So
I don't call me anything bad.
I love, and I think all these guys, I love women that are involved in rock. It's a lost art a little bit, and, you know, very attractive. So yeah, I wish when I was growing up, all these guys, they probably know women, all that was great. I know myself and Mike in high school, a lot of the girls loved their rock and hanging out in concerts and things like that. So yeah, like I said, we're going to go cover some things, and I do like that you're with the rock. And then the one thing Layla said, and maybe you guys can even address this, you said you grew up in the wrong era of music. What are some of the bands that you like?
I love a lot. I love classic rock. I do a radio station, Z93, live from the Chance. So I like to listen to a lot of things like Def Leppard. I love Def Leppard, Motley Crue, Van Halen. I like 90s too. I mean, I don't discriminate against any kind of music. I mean, I love music.
She loves Elvis.
And Elvis.
Elvis.
I forgot him.
Wait a minute. Are you Elvis's? What? You tell me.
Could very well be.
We're going to do DNA testing after the show.
Scandal, man.
She did this family tree thing on Ancestry.com, and it came up Elvis, and who's the only one on the tree? So
what was Elvis's wife?
Priscilla.
Yeah, so
Priscilla,
a little bit.
Mom. You know,
Well, her mother's name is Lisa Marie, so I don't know.
Lisa's gonna kill me.
So I don't know what that tells you.
Hey, that's some good background to have that and everything too.
Well, the resemblance is.
Yeah, you know,
it's a possibility.
It's a possible.
So
he's got to freshen up on watching your Elvis videos, because that's what he's got to do.
These guys could do a remake and rock it out a little bit on Elvis too.
We have a few things working. Mike actually just wrote something that's on the rock. Well, we didn't play for you yet.
Oh,
you don't even know about it yet. So I don't want to ruin a Christmas surprise. That was part of it.
Mike, generally with the band, your bass and keyboards, Mike, typically?
I play bass live with the band, In the studio, we mix it up completely.
Yeah.
Everyone can play anything.
And like I said, it's funny. I haven't seen Mike in a while. I just remember he was always involved in music, and just funny that we ran into each other. And Matt is involved. Both you guys can play guitar and bass and whatever else needs to be done, keyboards. And
we all trade off.
to.
Sadly, our drummer couldn't be with us tonight, Andy. He's, you know, when you're a great drummer, you're always in demand. We can't seem to get him down. But,
his wife wouldn't let him out of the house. Another
Is that it? Your wife's kicked you out of the house? Go ahead. You have something to do. Go ahead and do it. Yeah. So eventually, like I said, we're going to do a few things. Eventually, we're going to get to it. You did a cover. I think the first one we're going to do is T-Rex. Bang it on, get it on, and just that you would do a song like that. I think it's great. Yeah, yeah, awesome. and you played around with a little bit on the song, so we're going to do that. Now, we're going to talk about, you're going to do that, the thing with the chants. Remind everyone, what are you doing there with the talk show and some with iHeart?
Yeah, I do a radio show on Saturday nights on iHeartRadio.
Saturday nights?
Z93, it's called Live from the Chants, so I help promote people. That's initially what I started doing, was help promote artists.
Well, that's what we're doing here too, the same thing, and we're working with you on that way.
And you interview them too, right?
Interview them.
You interview these guys? If you guys,
well, she interviews other people. Well,
I
don't know if you've been playing up there. I know you're going to be playing soon.
Yeah, we're going to have a whole interview and production in the works with them to promote the show.
But when bands come to town to play, she gets to interview them.
Interviewed a bunch of people.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool. I like talking and helping people out.
No, and that's something else, some one of your lines that, as a matter of fact, I'm going to ask you right now. I thought it was a pretty neat line. And by the way, when I was talking to Rick about having you on, it wasn't until like a little while ago, I really didn't know that much about you. I don't know, this is pop, country, I don't know what she does. But then when I checked it out, I said, give me your Facebook or something. And I was like, oh, rock chick, politically incorrect, rock chick, rock babes. So we were talking. We're going to get to see you play a little bit with the guys playing. It was in the studio.
It was a rehearsal, basically.
Yeah, you did that. So just to get show some things.
Just for fun.
So we just went into it.
So I believe we're going to get it on and bang a gong. And if anybody doesn't know, Mr. Mark Bolan and T-Rex, one of the all-time great songs. So let's get it on. Bang a gong, everybody. All right.
Bring it back.
While I'm still thinking.
That was Layla Z and the fellas playing T-Rex, Bang a Gong, and very good. I was checking out. You did like low key, unplugged like that. The black, and I like black and white. There's something about when you do black and white.
Just got up from my nap. Wanted to roll into the studio. I did. So
she was humming it, so we impromptu went into it.
I got a shout out. We did that at the amazing Loft in Bronxville, New York.
Yeah.
So our HQ, and Mr. Al there is the mayor of the town, basically. So that's the place where we do all our work.
Little glam rock.
Yeah, it's
and
fun.
Things like that. Mr. Mark Bolan back in the day, and that's when it was just one band after another. You had the big names, and you had bands like that are excellent thrown into the mix. And I know all of them. I grew up with that. That's why I love that you're familiar and you're trying to do it.
It's never
bring it back. Exactly. Like we were talking sometimes even with Rick, like, and you guys can comment, and ladies, there hasn't been any real, in my opinion, like in a rock thing, like a movement. Like lately, there's been things. Last time you had the punk thing. I think even like grunge to a certain thing was like
definitely
like that. There hasn't been something like that in a while.
Well, even Alanis Morissette, when she first came on the scene, that was like bang, slam me in the face.
Right. And that was like a little different sound too. That
real power.
Yeah, it seems like it's just a little more overall generic and too poppy sometimes. And
we'll change it.
Yeah, no, something with everybody. And these guys, I'm about the same ages, so we've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. We've seen rock stuff and the whole thing, like the real deal. So that's all good. Now, the one thing too, and we're going to eventually get to the really almost like a premiere video. Not yet. We're going to get around to it too. But talk a little bit about your meeting and that whole song that we're going to have a little later.
Oh, the HELLRAISER song?
The HELLRAISER song, which is like a real rock thing, good song.
Well, yeah,
for yourself.
How
did that come about?
She's a very positive woman. She has, a very positive message. So, but she's sort of a little bit of a hellraiser.
I got that side to me.
Oh boy.
A little bit, but we wanted to sort of express the idea that you know, to be a hellraiser is to stand up for what you believe in. Yeah. Which she's very, you know, she does a lot of charity work for people. She's a, you know, no ifs, ands, or buts kind of person, and we felt that should be expressed in a song.
Yeah, and with the with Rick and too with the charity stuff with Big Fan Records and your stuff too. Talk about that a little bit that you're all involved in.
Well, with the Hellraiser, with the Chance gig that's coming up, we've recently started spending some time with Elena, and she's based in upstate New York. There's a tremendous heroin problem going on right now, an uptick. So
it's a bad uphill battle too.
Yeah.
The Hellraiser thing is helping ending lost lives kind of thing. Is another thing we're tying into the Hellraiser fundraiser that we're going to do on January 7th. There's going to be 5 bands playing. Elena the Burbans is going to play, and Mike's brother Robert has a foundation that
deals, brother, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yale underneath us.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
So it's a family kind of charity that we feel like charities that we do, it has to do with the locality. So with this locality, this is hitting home upstate. And Mike, maybe you want to talk a little bit about the foundation.
What's that with your brother and all that stuff?
Yeah, well, you know, short and brief. My brother lost his kid about in 2006.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry to hear that.
You know,
I
at age 20, and I mean, he's not the only person that's happened to, and you don't see it coming. And the thing about it is, it's not necessarily, you know, people always want to, you know, say drug addict, you know, he went, but you know, this is happening to a lot of good kids,
right?
You know,
they just get
from good families. You know, it's good families, bad families. It just happens. So. I'm thankful to the guys for saying, listen, I mean, as far as the other charity work Elena and Rick are doing, and Matt, this is something that obviously they're aware of and have known about, and we're just trying to help out any way we can. It's called the RMC Foundation.
And hopefully we're going to get to air this show. We got, you know, it's a show. We got to do some editing before it's January 6th? 7th. Yes. What day of the week is that?
That's a Saturday night.
It's Saturday.
Oh, Saturday night.
Would we not play it on any other night but Saturday?
I know, and you know, and the Chance, God bless them. Like, I wish there was more stuff down Lower Westchester like that allows things like that. It drives me nuts, and a lot of reasons I'm doing this show.
It's a great shade up there, but
it's a great venue though.
It is a venue.
We're looking.
Some of the bands that have been on and played there and things like that.
A lot of people have performed there. Ozzy Osbourne. You know, you got a lot of people.
Ace Frehley.
Ace Frehley.
I saw Fall Out Boy there actually.
Fall Out Boy, and that's the one that I
and then they're going to say Layla Z has played there.
You know, hopefully someday.
Raising hell.
We did the Hellraiser video there.
In a good way.
The video was there. Her video was out there.
Oh, and when we get to the video, you have the other two ladies. Originally, I thought you were calling them the G-strings.
The G-strings.
We just kind of made that up.
The G-string
but Layla's going to be playing with the Burbans.
The Burbans.
At that particular show.
I'm definitely going to hold auditions for that band in the future.
G-strings once in a while.
Yes.
She's
going to get her own.
I remember in high school, we always.
Easy.
She feels they're more comfortable.
She'll be getting her own band.
But
actually,
how many songs do you think you're going to be doing on that show?
How many are we going to do?
Yeah. 3.
Oh yeah.
You have all the different bands playing.
Yeah.
Right, we have a lot of bands. We have 5 or 6 acts playing.
No, and the Hellraiser's like a real old school like rock. You got the beat, you got, a little polite hook.
It's not an anthem. It's just about confidence. We're
just banging it out,
raising some hell in a good way, in a positive way, helping people, and that's the best way to do it.
And also, the second line of the chorus says it all in that song. Is just like my mama.
And my mom. She couldn't make it.
Strong woman.
She's a Hellraiser.
She's definitely a Hellraiser, and in a lot of different ways. So we'll leave it to the imagination.
But I'm just saying, even from the bottom up, of like getting back to when people get in trouble. I mean, it starts at your house. You know?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what that line means to me.
Really
and that sucks. There's things, drugs in general, but when you get to the heroin and they just get going, it's. I'm sure your nephew and your brother's kid. And it's funny, not funny. I knew your brother and not realizing that because I haven't seen you in a while. Like, it hits a little more home when you know people like that.
Yeah.
So I hope
you got to flip it and make it positive, and you try to help other people. You know, that's the bottom line.
Right.
If you sit,
I'm sure everybody has had some experience with people with heroin and things like that, and it's very sad because they're actually right. They're very good people, and it goes bad.
Yeah.
And it's like
an addiction.
It's a disease.
You know what? I just got very good news. I think we're going to see the clip. We're going to raise some hell
in the studio today.
In a little bit, and we're going to see Layla performing. Eventually, we're going to see with the Burbans, and she's up there and she's moving around and she's singing, raising hell, and it's like it's like this is more like a regular video you did. Well, we were taught you did it at the Chance. And that's where you filmed it.
Our guy Jeremy did it, who does a lot of our videos.
And he's very
Now, I don't know, we talked a little bit on it. There's something where you're going to, in Brooklyn, I think, the subway. And if anybody watches it, it says, "Bring it on."
We did that on purpose.
You did it on purpose. I said, why should you be on? I saw that. No, you're on. So it's like funny. It's just sheer coincidence that Bring It On. So so with our crew here, we're going to raise a little hell, and with Layla and the Burbans playing some of the music, we're going to go right to HELLRAISER. Let's go.
Woohoo!
Raise some hell. All right. HELLRAISER. Layla, good job, Layla. And everybody can see you play up in the Chance on January 7th.
Yes.
You can raise a little hell up there, too. So now we're going to have added silly time. How's your little buddy up there, Lillian?
Oh, he's
keep an eye on you?
I think he wants to play with other people. I don't know. Hello.
Cracking all kinds of jokes. Cracking nuts, cracking jokes.
Okay, you have your security nutcracker. All right.
You answered the wrong thing. Just hit him.
What do you have? You have something for Layla?
So I have a question for Miss Layla Z.
Yes, ma'am.
Which of the following female performers would you want to see the most? Is either Joan Jett, Adele, Pink, or Janice?
Okay, I can't combine it.
You can do anything. You're our guest. Whatever works. There's no set rules.
I love Joan Jett. I love Joan Jett just because of her attitude, her, just her confidence, her spirit about her. A little firecracker, a little Hellraiser. So
she's one of my best rockers.
So if I get 2 tickets to Pink tomorrow night, you're not interested?
Oh, but I love Pink.
Okay.
But
I'll go.
You know what?
You have tickets to Janice? Because I just didn't even know she was touring anymore.
Joan Jett is my...
She's playing with Elvis. She's playing with your dad,
Okay.
I heard.
All right, then I'm going. Then me and Buddy are going.
And I have a silly one. This is, if there was a rock song I was going to use for a Viagra ad, which one do you think you would pick? The Stones, Start Me Up, Zeppelin, Whole Lotta Love, Bad Company, Feel Like Making Love, or T-Rex, Bang a Gong, Get It On?
I think we all know the answer.
Yes, get it on.
Start Me Up, Whole Lotta Love,
I like to say Jingle Bells.
Feel Like Making Love, or Bang a Gong?
Bang a Gong.
You know, Zeppelin, I thought Viagra asked them, they were going to pay them a lot of money to tour. And
it turns out that Zeppelin had stolen that song.
Robert Plant was arguing again.
They
wanted to play a lot for a Whole Lotta Love, but and use it in the video, but that Robert Plant just doesn't want to do it. So, yeah. Let's do another little quick choice now here. Cartoon characters, if you had a party with one. Bugs Bunny.
Let me see.
SpongeBob. Betty Boop. Or Peter Griffin from Family Guy. Bugs, SpongeBob, Betty Boop, or Peter Griffin.
Who would you guys pick?
Betty Boop, you kidding me?
I take
Betty.
Betty Boop.
Griffin.
Woody Woodpecker.
Betty Boop.
I take
Betty Boop?
No, I actually wanted to be Betty Boop once.
I'm going to go with Kazoo again.
Kazoo,
Kazoo grant me all my wishes.
You can make up anything. There's no rules here. There's no rules in Bring It On.
I'm sorry, SpongeBob.
SpongeBob?
Because he's very entertaining and he's a mess. He's a mess.
Yeah, he's funny. He's got all those characters. He can start fire underwater. That's amazing.
That character who can clean your room.
Yes.
Is there a maid?
I went to high school. I see Mike hanging out with Peter Griffin. I don't know. I can see me hanging out with him.
I think Beavis and Butthead. We got to get Beavis and Butthead on the show.
Oh, yes.
That would be another two to hang out with them.
Hellraiser. Play it again. Layla Z.
Hey, we're going to do another little silly time, too. We're going to do a quick pass ahead. I'd like to think 3 questions in there, too.
Oh, gosh.
So, I'll let Rick. Just grab one. I can't remember if they're like designed for any. Oh, we got past chocolates too. Oh yeah, that's right. Merry Christmas. What do you got, Rick?
I have this.
What's it say?
It says.
You got one?
And I don't know if they're. All right, Rick is going to talk. It's Nutcracker.
Matt Noble.
If you could go back in time, what period would you like to observe?
Go back in time?
Back in time. Back in time.
Dinosaurs. 6,000 years ago.
I can't believe you said that.
Why?
That was his answer.
No, I know. It's just all fun. I always thought that was a pretty neat thing. Check them out, too.
Definitely.
Anybody else, real quick? Anything? We're going to try to bang out a few before we get to the last video.
What do you mean? You go there and eat and everything?
Did you feed these guys?
That's where I get that.
All right. Layla, we'll let you pick one of the questions.
Okay. All right.
You have to make the Nutcracker. Read the question.
Okay.
Yeah, do it.
Well,
really quick.
I can't have my Nutcracker voice. What band or performer, would you like to join on stage and sing one of their songs? Any particular song?
The Burbans?
You asking?
Anyone.
I missed the question.
Okay.
What band would you want to join?
What band would you want to join?
If you could go up there and perform with them.
Band.
Okay.
Good answer.
Wow.
We'll have another one if there was another one.
That's really good.
That is a great answer.
Assume not other than the Burbans. How's that? Other than the Burbans, I should have added that. That's a hat. There you go. Now you're looking. You're gonna wear that.
Very Christmassy.
What band would you?
Do I want to play with?
Yeah.
I'm serious. I'm pretty happy with my band.
Mike, anybody?
You better say the Burbans, man.
Too quiet.
Grand Funk Railroad.
I know. I got to worry about you because we got one more question in that hat, I think.
No, I got it here.
And maybe let Mike read it.
Okay.
I'll say Crowded House.
Sorry, you look good in that hat.
So
Is that the last
one? I'm reading this one?
Yeah. I know, Mike, if you need glasses, I should have asked you. We're not as young as we used to be.
No, I see it.
I will. But if you're
Give me some people, dead or alive, you like to sit down for dinner with.
Very nice.
Elvis.
Jesus.
Yeah, you get a few. It's not one. Anybody in particular? No,
I'd sit down with Jesus.
Kurt Cobain.
I will.
Kurt Cobain?
Yes.
What's the question?
Einstein.
Don't overthink it.
Definitely Einstein.
Einstein, yes. He's brilliant. He's brilliant.
You can name several people.
That's so
it doesn't matter.
How do you know he was
Well,
brilliant?
Jesus was good. That was a good one, definitely.
How do you know he's still brilliant?
Maybe Mr. Samborski.
Maybe
by the time you sit down with him, he's
maybe he was.
Tina discipline.
Who knows? But no, I don't know
Hey,
who else.
Lillian,
I have to think about that.
who would you want?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Anybody else?
Amy Winehouse.
Actually, no. You need anybody else when you speak.
I thought she was going to say if I'm picking up the tab, she was going to invite me.
Wait, this is a whole different question. You didn't ask me if,
There's no
for
rules in
dinner.
bringing it up.
Okay, so if you're paying, then you're invited, Stevie.
Yes, well, I'll pick
go.
up everybody's tab with your dad, Elvis.
We will be
dinosaurs.
there.
You can invite dinosaurs. Baby Jesus. We're going to Merry Christmas, Jesus. You know, it's his birthday. Don't forget.
Layla Z
So
and the Burbans. Woo!
Elvis's daughter.
You know, unfortunately, we're almost done. We're going to say a little Merry Christmas before we wrap it up, but we're going to do one more song, same thing in the studio. If I'm not mistaken, let me make sure. Boots. We got Boots. We got
And I have no boots.
Tina, Sinatra. We're going to see Layla Z and the fellas doing These Boots Were Made for Walking. We're going to wrap it up. I thank everybody for coming.
Thank you, Steve.
Go to the show, the chance. I hope we get it on. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody. We had a lot of fun. Thank you for coming and help support the causes that we were talking about. So everybody say
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Okay.